and the other at Pune to make up the shortages in the officer cadre. These courses were designated as emergency commission courses. While the officers training school at Pune was closed down in May 1964, the school at Madras was given a fresh mandate. The last emergency commission course passed out from here in February 1965. Subsequently, the short service commission courses for gentlemen cadets, both for technical and the non-technical streams, were instituted. In 1988, this military institution was renamed as the Officers Training Academy. Another significant milestone was achieved in 1992 when this academy started training young women to become officers in the Indian Army. You would be glad to know that since the inception of the academy more than 50 years ago, over 26,358 officers, including 2,928 women officers, have passed out. Besides these, two courses were exclusively conducted from Sri Lanka in the year 1980 and 81, wherein 74 Sri Lankan cadets were commissioned. Since September 1998, foreign cadets from Afghanistan, Uganda, Lesotho, Fiji, Seychelles, Jamaica, Bhutan and Tonga have also passed out from the Officers Training Academy. Another benchmark of the academy was increasing the duration of training of women cadets from 6 months to 1 year and bringing their training at par with the gentlemen cadets. The first such course with a common merit list passed out on 21st March 2009, and their passing out parade was reviewed by the then President of India, Srimati Pratibha Devi Singh Patil. With grant of permanent commission to women officers, integrated training started with effect from June 2020. Training of women cadets has been brought at par with gentlemen cadets to provide world-class integrated and institutional training to the aspiring women leaders joining Officers Training Academy, Chennai.
Over the past 6 decades, Officers Training Academy has evolved significantly. The long and arduous journey from 15th January 1963 till date has been marked with sweat and toil, with laurels and glories attained, and a tradition of honor and valor diligently built. Our dedication and devotion to duty, coupled with unflinching loyalty, displayed by the alumni in war and peace. Their deeds of valor and heroic sacrifices have all been aptly recognized and rewarded in the form of the ultimate honor, that is, presentation of Academy colors to the Officers Training Academy by the then President of India, late Sri R. Venkataraman, in August 1990.
The color of the academy is French grey and blood red. Grey indicates the strength of steel, and blood red background indicates the will to sacrifice. The colors symbolize the living spirit of the academy, representing all that is noble and honorable. Speaking of honor and sacrifice of the men in olive greens, we are reminded of an inscription at the war cemetery at Kohima, which says, "When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today." In a short while from now, the marker's call will be sounded. ladies and gentlemen, was the markers' call, heralding the entry of markers of the marching contingents. They now emerged through the gate of the fort to take up their respective positions on the inspection line. The parade commander, Academy Under Officer Jyoti Bisht, the parade, The parade commander, Academy Under Officer Jyoti Bish, preceded by 2 cadet pilots, can be seen marching smartly towards the center of the drill square, from where she will take position to command the parade. Woman Cadet Madhura Kunjir and Woman Cadet Minerva Jeshi are both cadets of the junior course who have been specially selected to escort the reviewing officer. Behind these corporal marching towards the saluting dais are Major Deepak Suhag, the assistant adjutant, and Subedar Major Honorary Lieutenant Bhakta Bahadur Thapa, the drill Subedar Major, followed by 2 lancers on horseback. The lancers on the horseback are Gentleman Cadet Aranjay Singh and Gentleman Cadet Prabdeep Singh. They will take up positions on either side of the ceremonial arch and escort the reviewing officer to the saluting dais. The markers are lined up on the inspection line from left to right as you see them. They are Company Sergeant Major Ashish Kumar, Company Sergeant Major Muhammad Umar Shakil, Company Sergeant Major Nagendra Singh Shekhawat, Company Quartermaster Sergeant Siddharth Raghuvanshi, Company Quartermaster Sergeant Shivansh Tripathi, Company Quartermaster Sergeant Surabhi Shukla,
The advance call having been sounded, the stage is now set for the contingents to march in. I'm sure the parents, friends and relatives of the passing out course cadets have been waiting with bated breath to witness the impressive and grand entry of these magnificent men and women surging forward in perfect unison through the grand fort gate into the Parmeshwaran parade ground. Today is a red letter day for all of them. Attired in their immaculate uniforms, matching steps in unison, swinging arms in perfect harmony. Heads held high with pride and elan, their hearts afire with zeal and enthusiasm. The budding officers vow to declare in unison, not with dreams, but with blood and iron, shall a nation be molded at last.
It would not be wrong to say that the predecessors of these young men and women have had a major role to play in defining India's destiny. They have fought in conventional and unconventional wars, be it in defending our own country and even in foreign lands.
One.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy colours, also known as the Nishan, will shortly be brought onto the drill square. The colours, being the reward for collective heroism, have always marked the pride of a regiment. Men have made the supreme sacrifice, displaying acts of death-defying courage and unflinching loyalty to save this piece of coloured silk, reverently called the colours. Colours are the symbols that appeal with an irresistible force to the loyalty of those who are beneath their folds and speak to them of the glories and greatness of the past.
देवियों और सज्जनों, अब से थोड़ी ही देर में अकेडमी कलर्स, जिसे कि निशान भी कहा जाता है, परेड मैदान पर लाया जाएगा। ये सामूहिक बहादुरी का प्रतीक है और हमेशा से ही सभी के लिए गर्व का स्रोत रहा है। हमेशा से बहादुर योद्धाओं ने इसी रेशमी कपड़े के लिए अदम्य साहस का परिचय अपने प्राणों का सर्वोच्च बलिदान देकर किया है।
As befits the solemn occasion and as a mark of respect to the colours, the parade will present a salute with arms. May I request you all to please rise and those in uniform to salute.
देवियों और सज्जनों, निशान के सम्मान में परेड शस्त्र सलामी देगा। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान को परेड पर लाया जाए तो कृपया अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं और वर्दीधारी कृपया सल्यूट करें।
The contingents in front of you represent the companies which have been named after famous battlefields in India and abroad, where our brave soldiers have proved their mettle. In the contingents formed in front of you, the first contingent from the left is Naushera Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Manish Agri. The other appointments are Junior Under Officers Indulekha Nair, Ganesh Chaudhary, Sundar Singh, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Mohit Sharma. The sergeants of the company are Vedanti Parag Aklujkar, Prashant, Lucky Sharma, and Lulu Williams near Lucy. The second contingent from the left is Philora Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Natalia Mangat. The other appointments are Battalion Under Officer Purvi Shukla, Battalion Cadet Adjutant Yashwardhan Singh Shekhawat, Junior Under Officers Ritik Sayyid Kalamuddin, Saurabh Marathe, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Harinder Singh. The sergeants of the company are Akanksha Sivach, Akshendra, Pushkar Mehrotra, and Ahmad Ihsan. The third contingent from the left is Zojila Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer C.H. Inoni. The other appointments are Junior Under Officers Manan Bharadwaj, Jyoti M. Kalburgi, Nishant Kumar Tripathi, and Company Quartermaster Sergeant Parambir Shringa. The sergeants of the company are Satya Prakash, G. Shrisha Lakshmi, and Pasang Dem. The fourth contingent from the left is Mektala Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Vinay. The other appointments are Battalion Under Officer Nakka Naveen, Battalion Cadet Adjutant Dushyant Singh Shekhawat, Junior Under Officers Tanika Sharma, Pranjal Karnatak, Rachit Singh, and Company Sergeant Major Karnam Girish. The sergeants of the company are Devdutt Tripathi, Anmol Sharma, Kiran CS, and Yangchen Zomba. The fifth contingent from the left is Jassami Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Yogesh Negi. The other appointments are Junior Under Officers Tushar Sinha, Priyanka Sevda, Utkarsh Bandhu Sharma, and Company Sergeant Major Yogesh Malik. The sergeants of the company are Vansh Singh Katoch, Pahuldeep Singh, Samyadas, and Pema Yanki. The sixth contingent from the left is Kohima Company and is commanded by Senior Under Officer Arjun Singh. The other appointments are Junior Under Officers Pavan Pathak, Harshit Sharma, Akash Rawat, and Company Sergeant Major Sachin Ashok Parihar. The sergeants of the company are Aditya Pachori, Akash Deep, Kezang Chodan, and Sonam Chodan. At the end, standing smartly, is the Academy Cadet Adjutant Sudeep Kumar Sahu.
An impressive tally of gallantry awards of 1 Paramveer Chakra, 8 Ashok Chakra, 10 Mahavir Chakra, 22 Kirti Chakra, 63 Veer Chakra, 120 Shaurya Chakra, and 587 Sena medals earned by the officers commissioned from this academy bear testimony to the valor and dedication displayed by the alumni of this institution. In the recent past, Lieutenant Navdeep Singh, Lieutenant Sushil Khajuria, Major Mukund Vardarajan, Colonel Munindranath Rai, Major David Manlin, Major Vibhuti Shankar Dhondial, Major Kaustubh Rane, and Colonel Ashutosh Sharma, who passed out from this academy and, keeping with the highest traditions of Indian Army, made the supreme sacrifice in various operations. Lieutenant Navdeep Singh and Major Mukund Vardarajan were awarded the Shok Chakra. Lieutenant Sushil Khajuria and Major David Manlin were awarded the Kirti Chakra. Colonel Munindranath Rai and Major Vibhuti Shankar Dhondial were awarded the Shaurya Chakra. Major Kaustubh Rane was awarded Bar to Sena Medal. Major Abhishek Singh was awarded Shaurya Chakra. These names will always inspire the gentlemen and women cadets passing out when they take their final step at the Officers Training Academy and first step as an officer of this illustrious organization. This, no doubt, will inspire these young men and women to emulate the gallant deeds of these brave officers as and when the day of reckoning comes.
The officer on the extreme left, mounted on the Charger Ruby, is the adjutant of the Officers Training Academy, Lieutenant Colonel Avshesh Singh Shergill. He joined National Defense Academy in the year 2005. Senior Under Officer amongst his course in Indian Military Academy, he was commissioned into the 5th Battalion, the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles, Suraj Gorkha, on 12th December 2009. Lieutenant Colonel Avshesh Singh Shergill has a rich experience of serving on the line of control and line of actual control and has actively participated in Operation Rakshak, Operation Snow Leopard, and Operation Hifazat in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and Manipur. The officer has served as General Staff Officer 2 Operations at Directorate General of Military Operations, Army Headquarters from July 2016 to August 2018. The officer was deputed as the military observer to the Democratic Republic of Congo and has a unique distinction of being one of first two Indian military observers deployed in the Republic of Yemen, where he served as Chief Operations Officer in the year 2019. The officer is a graduate of the prestigious Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and has been awarded the Chief of Army Staff Commendation Card in the year 2012, gallantry, for carrying out an avalanche rescue operation at the altitude of 17,000 feet in the Kargil sector.
In a short while from now, the Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor of the Academy, Major General Ajay Sood, will be arriving. Major General Ajay Sood assumed the appointment of Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor of Officers Training Academy on 19th June 2023. An alumni of National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, Pune, Major General Ajay Sood was commissioned in 207 Field Regiment, which he commanded later. The officer has attended Long Gunnery Staff Course, Defence Services Staff Course, and Higher Command Course. He carries a vast experience in command, staff, and instructional appointments, to include command of a sub-unit in Kargil during Operation Vijay, General Staff Officer Operations and Planning at MOVE Directorate during Operation Parakram, Colonel General Staff Operations at Headquarters, Southwestern Command, Colonel Q at an Infantry Division, Commander of an Artillery Brigade, and Senior Fellow at Center for Land Warfare Studies, New Delhi. The officer was also heading Technology and Weapon Systems Section at Perspective Planning Directorate at Army Headquarters and has been Deputy Director General Recruiting at Recruiting Zone Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The General Officer is a recipient of Chief of Army Staff Commendation Card and General Officer Commanding in Chief Commendation Card thrice. Major General Ajay Sood relinquished the appointment as Chief Instructor at Faculty of Doctrine and Tactics at School of Artillery, Deolali. The General Officer is married to Mrs. Meena Sood, who is a poet and has published 4 books of Hindi poetry. He has 2 children, with Pranjal, who is pursuing MBA, and Kajal, who is a makeup artist. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Ajay Sood, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor of the Officers Training Academy, Chennai.
In a short while from now, the Commandant of the Academy, Lieutenant General Sanjeev Chauhan, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, will be arriving. Lieutenant General Sanjeev Chauhan, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, was commissioned into the 1st Gorkha Rifles, the Malao Regiment, on 19th December 1987. The officer has a rich experience in counter-terrorism, border management, disaster management, and defense resource management. His operational experience is diverse and includes commanding a platoon in the Siachen Glacier, a company in Operation Vijay, a battalion in Kashmir, a mountain brigade in Manipur, a mountain division in Upper Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and a foreign training team in Bhutan as Commandant, Indian Military Training Team. He has also been a sector commander in the United Nations mission in Sudan, in the rest of Vilayat, or provinces of Western Bahr el-Ghazal and South Kordofan during the civil war in undivided Sudan. During his service, the general officer has held many staff and instructional appointments. He has served at the Infantry School Mao, Director in Perspective Planning, Directorate of Army Headquarters, DACIDS Northeast, and the Integrated Defense Headquarters, and the Brigadier General Staff of Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. The general officer has been awarded the Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, the Yudh Seva Medal, the Chief of Army Staff Commendation, and General Officer Commanding in Chief Commendation thrice, Northern, Western, and Training Commands, and the Force Commanders United Nations Mission Sudan Commendation. The officer has also received citations from the governors of South Kordofan, Sudan, Central Equatoria, now South Sudan, and Arunachal Pradesh for civil-military cooperation. During his tenure as Commandant, Indian Military Training Team, the general officer assisted and supervised the United Nations mission deployment for the first ever contingent of the Royal Bhutan Army and prepared the roadmap for implementation of computing and the cyber security module of the National Service Program in Bhutan. For his dedication and selfless efforts, the general officer received a letter of appreciation from His Majesty, the King of Bhutan, Chief Operations Officer, Royal Bhutan Army, and the Ambassador of India to Bhutan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you draw your attention towards the left, you will see a vehicle escorted by lancers, in which the commandant, as per tradition, is arriving. Palms of their hands flecked with blood and calluses, stamping of their iron-soled feet reverberating with fervor of valor, smiling through pain and standing up tall after every fall, from the gentle shade of balmy laps of their mothers to scorching furnaces. Our passing out cadets have come a long way, and today these scholar warriors bid adieu to the hallowed portals of the Parmeshwaran Drill Square.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Sanjeev Chauhan, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yudh Seva Medal, the Commandant of Officers Training Academy, Chennai.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments from now, we will all be enlightened by the arrival of the reviewing officer for today's parade, General Manoj Pandey, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Aide de Camp, Chief of Army Staff. He will arrive shortly to take the salute. General Manoj Pandey, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Aide de Camp, an alumnus of the National Defence Academy, was commissioned in December 1982 in the Corps of Engineers, the Bombay Sappers. The general officer commanded an engineer regiment during Operation Parakram in the sensitive Palanwala sector of Jammu and Kashmir along the line of control. The general officer is a graduate of Staff College, Camberley, United Kingdom, and attended the Higher Command and National Defence College courses. In his 40 years of military career, he has tenanted important and challenging command of staff appointments in different operational environments, which include command of an engineer brigade in the Western Theatre as part of the Strike Corps, an infantry brigade along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, a mountain division in the high altitude area of Western Ladakh, and command of a corps deployed along the line of actual control in the counter-insurgency operations area of Eastern Command. His staff exposures include Brigade Major of a mountain brigade in the Northeast, Assistant Military Secretary in Military Secretary's branch, Colonel Q of a mountain division in the high altitude area, and Brigadier General Staff Operations at Headquarters Eastern Command. The general officer has served as chief engineer in the United Nations mission in Ethiopia and Eritrea. He has also tenanted the appointments of Additional Director General in Military Operations Directorate, Army Headquarters, Chief of Staff Headquarters, Southern Command, and Director General Discipline, Ceremonial and Welfare at the Army Headquarters. He was Commander-in-Chief, Andaman and Nicobar Command from June 2020 to May 2021. The General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Command from June 2021 to Jan 2022. The General Officer held the appointment of Vice Chief of the Army Staff prior to assuming the appointment of the Chief of the Army Staff on 1st May 2022. For his illustrious service, he has been conferred with the award of Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, and Vishisht Seva Medal. The General Officer is the Colonel Commandant, the Bombay Sappers. Ladies and gentlemen, shortly you will hear the fanfare heralding the arrival of General Manoj Pandey, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Aide de Camp, Chief of Army Staff, our reviewing officer for today's parade. Ladies and gentlemen, General Manoj Pandey, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Vishish Seva Medal, Aide de Camp, Chief of Army Staff, Reviewing Officer of the Parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander is now moving forward to give the report to the reviewing officer of the parade.
श्रीमान अफसर प्रशिक्षण अकेडमी चेन्नई 281 ग्रेड ब्रेड पर ब्रेड निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर है। नौसेना कंपनी करा रहा है बाकी ब्रेड
The motto of the Academy is serve with honor, which epitomizes the code of conduct for a soldier in all times and situations. The Academy has honestly and zealously striven hard to inculcate this lofty spirit in every cadet who passes out from here, so that they can live up to their motto even at the peril of their lives. It is nothing but that sense of honor that may bring them back to their feet and send them in a last charge to hoist the nation's tricolors in the most hazardous of mountain peaks. Proudly holding aloft the Academy colors in the center of the parade ground stands the color party. The ensigned cadet is Senior Under Officer Sumit Kumar Rai, flanked by Company Sergeant Major Munish Kumar Sharan and Company Sergeant Major Kashish Ahlawat. It is a matter of great honor for these cadets to be carrying the colors. You will notice that the color party stands at attention throughout the parade.
के सामने परेड ग्राउंड, जिसको परमेश्वरन ड्रिल स्क्वायर कहा जाता है, ये हम सभी के मन में श्रद्धा और देशभक्ति की भावना को जगाता है। हम इस मैदान को अकेडमी के पवित्र स्थल के रूप में जानते हैं। यहाँ हमने सैन्य जीवन की अनिवार्यता जैसे सतर्कता, स्थिरता, सटीकता और पूर्णता को समझा और स्वीकार किया। ये परेड ग्राउंड इस अकेडमी के पूर्व छात्र और वीर सपूत स्वर्गीय मेजर रामास्वामी परमेश्वरन परमवीर चक्र को समर्पित है। मेजर रामास्वामी परमेश्वरन परमवीर चक्र मरणोपरांत, जिनका जन्म 13 सितंबर 1946 को मुंबई महाराष्ट्र में हुआ, उन्होंने अपनी स्नातक की पढ़ाई मुंबई में पूरी की और जून 1971 में अफसर प्रशिक्षण अकादमी के 12वें शॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन कोर्स नॉन टेक्निकल का हिस्सा बने। अपना सैन्य प्रशिक्षण सफलतापूर्वक पूरा करने पर 16 जनवरी 1972 को वो महार रेजिमेंट की 15वीं बटालियन में कमीशन हुए। उन्होंने अपने दृढ़ निश्चय और संकल्प के बल पर अपने आप को एक होनहार और जिम्मेवार अफसर के तौर पर साबित किया और अपनी विशिष्ट गुणवत्ता के बल पर उन्हें महार रेजिमेंट की 8वीं बटालियन के साथ श्रीलंका में ऑपरेशन पवन के लिए चुना गया। 25 नवंबर 1987 को श्रीलंका में 8वीं महार के कंपनी कमांडर के रूप में सेवा करते हुए लिबरेशन टाइगर तमिल इलम ने उनकी सैन्य टुकड़ी पर एम्बुश लगाकर हमला किया। इस घातक हमले के दौरान उन्हें गोली लगी और वे गंभीर रूप से घायल हुए। अपनी परवाह ना करते हुए उन्होंने अपने जवानों के साथ मिलिटेंट्स पर काउंटर एम्बुश की कार्रवाई की, जिसमें उन्होंने मिलिटेंट से वेपन छीना और 5 मिलिटेंट्स को मार गिराया। इस प्रकार वह वीर योद्धा अपने जवानों को प्रेरित करते हुए वीर गति को प्राप्त हुए। दुश्मन के विरुद्ध असाधारण वीरता, ड्यूटी के प्रति उच्चतम समर्पण और बलिदान के लिए इस महान नायक को देश के सर्वोच्च वीरता पुरस्कार परमवीर चक्र मरणोपरांत से सम्मानित किया गया। Parade commander is now returning to her position to take command of the parade and lead the marching contingents in front of the reviewing officer. The precise movements as the contingents wheel and march to the famous martial tunes exemplify the training imbibed by the cadets in a grueling 1 year at the Officers Training Academy. Being an officer means above all, being a leader of men. Officers Training Academy is the ideal opportunity for these young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, and the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by all the cadets of the academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says, winning is not everything, it is the only thing.
contingent reaches the quick march to the dune open. Their swords and badges are shimmering in the morning light, pledging everlasting fidelity to our country. On their shoulders will rest enormous responsibilities from this day on. As young subalterns, they will be guarding many a frontier post on the ice-capped mountains, where survival itself is a challenge. Whether it is the numbing cold of the glaciers in the north, the stormy desert frontiers in the west, or the dense forests of the east, these young men and women will safeguard the honor and integrity of the nation, always and every time. It is their duty to ensure the defense of the motherland, which will help the nation to grow from strength to strength. In their minds, they are convinced that they, who for their country die, shall fill an honored grave. For the glory lights the soldiers too, and beauty weeps the brave. Today, the Officers Training Academy proudly boasts having a number of decorated officers amongst its alumni. They made their mark during the 1971 operation, wherein Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri and Lieutenant S.S. Samra were awarded the Mahavir Chakra. 25 Veer Chakras, 42 Sena medals were also awarded during this operation, for which we celebrate the Swarnim Vijay Varsh to remember the 54 brave hearts who gave their supreme sacrifice for the motherland.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सबसे अनुरोध है कि जब निशान आपके सामने से गुजरे तो उनकी गरिमा को देखते हुए आप अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं। वर्दीधारी कृपया सल्यूट करें। Contingents are now marching to the tune of the Academy song Roshni, the anthem of the Officers Training Academy. This is the song that instills pride in our cadets and spurs them up to meet the stiff challenges of training undaunted and scale new heights of excellence. Lyrics of this song were written by Major General N. Vishwanathan, retired, the 12th Commandant of this Academy, and reads thus. भारत के हम जवान पर्वत के हैं समान, हम देश को उज्जवल बनाएंगे। एकता, उमंग और वीरता के संग बहादुरी की रोशनी फैलाएंगे। Playing in front of you is the military band of the Officers Training Academy, Chennai, commanded by Naib Subedar Tony Monte of this academy. The cadets march smartly as the god looked down benevolently upon them, showering them with their blessings. These cadets look forward to a glorious and challenging life in the Indian Army as officers. What awaits them is an opportunity to serve in the most remote locations on the frontiers of our country and mingle with the different people and tribes that together constitute this great nation. We are all familiar with the tune being played by the band. This inspiring tune stirs in every Indian an unmatched patriotic fervor. has motivated many young men and women during our freedom struggle. The weather gods seem to be smiling today as the golden rays of the sun shine down benevolently upon the glowing faces of these young men and women. In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in time of battle as means of exciting that grand passion which the fiercest of oration could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have two bands. These bands are the Officers Training Academy Military Band, led by Naib Subedar Tony Monge. Madras Regiment Military Band, led by Subedar Srinivas Sulu. Moving behind the line of contingents is Lieutenant Colonel Avshesh Singh Shergill, 5th Battalion, the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles Regiment, astride his charger Ruby. Ruby was inducted into the equitation section of Officers Training Academy in April 2022. Adjutant is the custodian of drill, discipline and turnout. And in this task, he is proficiently assisted by the Assistant Adjutant, Major Deepak Suhag of the 6th Battalion, the Assam Regiment, and the drill staff headed by Subedar Major Honorary Lieutenant Bhakta Bahadur Thapa of 4th Battalion, the 3rd Gorkha Rifles. The parade will now march in Samiksha Kram and present a general salute to the reviewing officer for today's parade.
parade has now formed up for the presentation of awards. Towards the left of the drill square, you can see Company Havildar Major Virendra Singh, drill instructor of the academy, marching smartly towards Naushera Company, the previous term champions. The Chief of Army Staff banner will be returned to the academy by Junior Under Officer Ganesh Chaudhary of Naushera Company. It shall later be presented to the champion company of this term.
It is rightly said that there is no substitute to hard work, and faith in oneself is the most important tool to success. We can see the passing out cadets finally bearing the fruit of their unflinching determination as they stand proudly to be felicitated.
The coveted awards being presented to the passing out course are Sword of Honor, Officers Training Academy Gold Medal, Officers Training Academy Silver Medal, Officers Training Academy Bronze Medal, and Chief of Army Staff banner. The Sword of Honor awarded to the best all-round cadet amongst the passing out course. The winner is Battalion Under Officer Nakka Naveen. The Officers Training Academy Gold Medal, awarded to the cadet passing out first in the overall order of merit. The winner is Academy Cadet Adjutant Sudeep Kumar Sahu. The Officers Training Academy Silver Medal, awarded to the cadet passing out second in the overall order of merit. The winner is Battalion Cadet Adjutant Dushyant Singh Shekhawat. The Officers Training Academy Bronze Medal, awarded to the cadet passing out third in the overall order of merit. The winner is Academy Under Officer Jyoti Bisht. The Chief of Army Staff banner, awarded to the best all-round company of the autumn term 2023. The winner is Mektila Company.
The reviewing officer will now present the awards to the proud winners. The award winners, Sword of Honor, Battalion Under Officer Nakka Naveen. Officers Training Academy Gold Medal, Academy Cadet Adjutant Sudeep Kumar Sahu. Officers Training Academy Silver Medal, Battalion Cadet Adjutant Dushyant Singh Shekhawat. Officers Training Academy Bronze Medal, Academy Under Officer Jyoti Bisht. Chief of Army Staff Banner, Mektala Company. The training at Officers Training Academy inculcates in cadets qualities of leadership and a drive to excel. A cadet is transformed into an officer over a year that they train at the Officers Training Academy. The training equips them with mental, moral, and physical attributes to cope with battlefield challenges and lead troops to victory. These cadets have made their parents, their instructors, and the academy immensely proud with their achievements.
The reviewing officer will now address the parade.
The Commandant, Officers Training Academy, proud parents, distinguished guests, members of the media, and officer cadets on parade. A very good morning and Jai Hind to all of you. At the outset, I wish to convey my compliments to the parade commander and all officer cadets for the immaculate turnout, soldierly bearing a very high standard of drill and overall an impressive Diamond Jubilee passing out parade. Well done and keep it up. Dear officer cadets of the SSC 116, SSCW 30 and equivalent courses, it is indeed a privilege for me to address you on this special occasion as you stand at the threshold of becoming commissioned officers into the Indian Army. I also take this opportunity to congratulate the 12 officer cadets from our friendly foreign countries who have successfully completed their training today from this premier institution. I am confident that the foundations of soldiering that you have imbibed here will stand you in good stead in the years ahead. Do cherish and build on the friendships you made here, the lessons you learned, and the experience that you have shaped you, for these are the bonds that bind our armies together. It is also heartening to see women officer cadets full of enthusiasm, energy, and undaunted determination. The conviction of your choice, resolve, and efforts made by you to reach here proves that gender knows no boundaries when it comes to serving one's nation. Dear officer cadets, the profession of soldiering is not just a career. It is a calling that demands the highest levels of commitment and unwavering dedication. It goes far beyond the uniform one wears, tasks one performs. It is about embodying and protecting the values and ideals that our great nation stands for. Therefore, I urge you to be alive to your responsibilities and the challenges that you need to overcome. The dynamics of combat are rapidly changing. Fast-paced developments in disruptive technologies and concurrent progression in instruments of warfare are making the battle space more complex, contested, and lethal. Gray zone aggression is increasingly emerging as a preferred strategy of conflict prosecution. It is in this environment that you would be leading the men and women under your command. While your training here has equipped you to operate in today's battlefield and ingrained in you the basic nuances of junior leadership, but be aware the journey of learning has just begun. You will have to learn on the job each day with a clear focus on sharpening the acme of leadership skills. Remember, leadership in the army is not about authority alone. It is about inspiring and motivating through excellence, leading by example, having the courage to make tough decisions, compassion to listen to the needs of others, and earning the respect of your command. You are now entrusted with the lives and well-being of those under your command. Push them if you must, to instill in them the resilience to face challenges that lie ahead. Stay abreast of contemporary developments and strive to achieve the desired technological competencies by yourself as well as by your team. Professional military learning must remain an abiding pursuit all through your service life. Do comprehend and define for yourself an inviolable yardstick of moral integrity. Your actions and decisions will impact the safety of your command, the success of your mission, and the honor of your unit, regiment, and the army as a whole. Your subordinates will look up to you not only for decisions in battle, but for the right direction in ethical aspects too. Shape yourself to be a leader of impeccable character. It is only your moral fiber that will help you take the difficult yet correct course of action always. I wish to convey my appreciation for the instructors and staff posted to this prestigious academy and compliments to the Commandant and his team for successfully mentoring another batch of confident and dynamic young officers who are sure to earn laurels for our Army and the nation. On this special occasion, it is essential to acknowledge the contribution and congratulate the parents of the passing out officer cadets. You have played a key role in shaping their lives and supporting their decision to pursue a career in the armed forces. Your guidance, encouragement, and unwavering belief in their potential has contributed significantly to their accomplishments. It is indeed a proud and memorable moment for you, and please accept my sincere felicitations on this account. Lastly, my heartiest congratulations to all the officer cadets and a special acclamation to the award winners. May you all serve the Indian Army and our great nation with honor and distinction. God bless and Godspeed. Jai Hind.
The academy colors will now be trooped out. Parade will present a salute with arms to the colors. May I request you all to please rise and those in uniform to salute.
Ticket line! Jump! अंदर कौन चलेगा? दाहिने पर! पर! 117 कोर्स! दाहिने पर सेफ! सेफ चल! दाहिने पर सेफ! सेफ चल! आगे बढ़ेगा! दाहिने पर! पर!
The passing out cadets are now all set to take formal leave from this academy. For them, the hour has come to bid adieu to the Officers Training Academy, which has been their home for 1 year. This include march past the saluting dais in slow march, taking their final step to the tune of All Lang Syne. As the cadets will reach the All Lang Syne, there will be a flypast by 2 Dhruv helicopters and a flying Chetak to honor the success of the cadets of passing out course. This melody of All Lang Syne, the lyrics of which were composed by Robert Byrne, has never failed to bring back memories to many minds, nostalgia to many hearts, and tears to many eyes. Time and tide wait for none. Yet another group of cadets pass out of the academy. They bid adieu to their alma mater, leaving behind memories entwined between the pages of time. Our flag doesn't fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of every soldier who made the supreme sacrifice protecting it. Ladies and gentlemen, please look forward. You can see 2 Dhruv helicopters and a flying Chetak in lead of 840 Coast Guard Squadron, also known as Vadhatras, in line Aston formation approaching the saluting dais. The formation is led by Commandant Sriram and Deputy Commandant Vaibhav Mishra. The first helicopter is flown by Commandant Atul and Deputy Commandant Abhishek Dyopa. The second helicopter is flown by Commandant Ritesh and Commandant Rana. As these helicopters fly past the majestic Parameshwaran drill square, it showers the petal of blessings on the cadets of passing out course. Borrow the words of Longfellow. Lives of great men all remind us that we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, comes the defining moment, the time for which this solemn ceremony is being held. The passing out cadets will go past the saluting dais in slow march, taking their final step through the ceremonial arch. No doubt for the passing out cadets, there is a sense of achievement, and for their parents, a sense of great pride. But unheard and unfelt is the transformation and expectation which this occasion demands from each one of them. A momentous occasion indeed, unforgettable and enthralling. I am sure they will forever relive this moment. Even today, all officers experience that nostalgic quiver whenever they hear the tune of Odd Land Sign, to the strains of which these young men and women pass out from the Officers Training Academy today. Dear cadets, our prayers will always be with you wherever you go and whatever you do. May you survive many a storm without losing your calm. May you surmount many a challenge with dash and elan. May the sun never set over your ambitions and aspirations. May your days be always filled with sunshine and happiness. Our message to the passing out course cadets is make history if you can, make a difference which you can. Now, as the batch of cadet appointments approaches the final step, we quote from the treatise of William Shakespeare. All the gods go with you. Upon your sword sits laurel and victory, and smooth success be strewed before your feet.
on the successful completion of the splendid parade. Parents and relatives of the gentlemen and women cadets of the passing out course and all guests are requested to remain seated till the reviewing officer leaves the parade ground. देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि परेड ग्राउंड के से मुख्य अतिथि के जाने तक आप सभी अपने स्थान पर बैठे रहें।
இதோட முடிச்சிருங்க.